Welcome back. All right, so I'm going to do something different because these two games tonight, I don't know how many people watched them. I don't know how many people are going to watch this review. So come here. This is Dandelion. I'm wearing a Providence Bruins jersey, so you can see it's Providence Bruins because it felt like the Boston Bruins tonight were icing a Providence lineup. Are you reading the notes? Are you helping me out? So we had an incident on the week. Well, incident. Our bunny rabbit passed away, so we got two brand new bunnies, and this is the girl bunny. And you couldn't get away like your brother did, could you? I know. Her brother ran and hid. Normally it's her brother that I'd be holding, but she's fine. She's a very chill bunny rabbit. All right, starting off, Boston, Washington. Let us discuss the Boston Bruins, the Providence Bruins and the Washington Capitals. There were 12 regulars out of the lineup for Boston tonight. So Ovechkin returns. Backstrom and Mantha on the line with him. Clearly they loaded up that first line. I think it did well. Doesn't end up scoring, but I think that line played pretty well. Hughes had a chance saved by Vanacek. It's Hughes' first game of the year because for most of the Bruins that were playing, it was their first, second, maybe fourth game of the year. Awkward board crash for Chara on a hit by Oscar Steen. Does that bother you? You don't want to hear about Chara getting hit? Okay. Vanacek was sharp against, and I put Providence on the board. It really felt like it was Providence against the Capitals. So I know you wear the jersey of the team that wins. I'm wearing their hat, but I was proud of the thrown together Bruins team for playing as well as they did for as long as they did. Swayman stops a chance for Hagelin. Caps get a power play. We then end up with 31 seconds of 4-on-4 play. Shorthanded break for Hagelin. He had a really good game. He did. Very prominent player. Hey, Bunny. Yes. So Swayman was denying Ovechkin. Swayman had a very good game, too. Doesn't end up getting one of the stars, but I thought he was excellent. Jensen's backhand was stopped. The Caps were starting to take over in the second half, and I was tracking the McNugget minute. Because in the last minute of the period, the Caps score. It's McNuggets for people in DC. Second period, because the McNugget minute was unsuccessful in the first period. Second period, Tenorti saved Ovechkin in the first minute. And it was a great shot and a great save by Tenorti. Things almost get scrummy at 2.5 minutes into that period, maybe. So it was not a physical game. It was not a really intense game, especially early. The shots were 8-3 for the Caps at 9 minutes, but Swayman, very, very good in this game. Then Lazar opens the scoring from Tenorti and DeBrusk at 10 minutes and 11 seconds. The Caps would press with 8 minutes left in the period. Caps nearly tie it with 5 minutes and 10 seconds left, and eventually they get the goal. It's Hagelin from Hathaway and Chara at 16:15. Caps then press for the lead, and it's the McNugget minute again. Notice no goals, and I was thinking, all right, if we don't get a McNugget minute goal, that means they hate their fans. And that's a terrible thing for the Caps to do, is hate their fans. But it's the only logical reason I have to think that they don't score in the last minute of periods. So third period, early shot for Kampfer was saved. Wilson and Frederick then both got 10-minute misconducts. Referee saw it coming and said, no, you guys can both go to the box for 10 minutes. They both complained, meaning it was a good call. Emotions were ramping up early in that period, and it felt like the Caps were getting frustrated because this is a Providence team. Most of the Bruins are out, and they should be steamrolling them, and they're not. Vanacek makes saves on Lazar. Caps iced it. Providence playing well. I kept saying Providence all night. Fast period through the first 8 minutes. Hi, how are you? I know, it's weird because I'm just talking and there's nobody else here, right? Schultz fires one high. Swayman denies Hagelin. Hardworking, undermanned. Boston Bruins in this game so far. Ovechkin's denied again. Frederick had a shot that went out of play. Steen had a chance that was saved, and then it's the McNugget minute again. And then on what seemed like a harmless play, it looked harmless. At 1956, Raffle, from an impossible angle, it goes in. And I kind of felt bad because I was like, if these guys had got a point, they would have been really proud of themselves. Schultz with the assist, and so Nuggets. There you go. Nuggets goal for Caps fans in the final game. An exciting end to what was really kind of a meh game. The three stars, Raffle, Vanacek, and Hagelin. Shots 10-6 Washington in the first, 17-8 Washington in the second, and Boston outshoots them 12-5 in the third. Final shots 32-26 for Washington. Power plays, both teams 0 for 1. Hits, it was a hitty game, 39-33 for Washington. Block shots 21-10 for Boston. Swayman saves 30 out of 32. Steven Kampfer led them in ice time with 24 minutes and 5 seconds, showing just how many players weren't in the lineup. Vanacek saves 25 out of 26, and Ovechkin in his return plays 19 minutes, gets 4 shots and 4 hits. So everything you're wanting to see if you're a fan of the Caps, except an Ovechkin goal, happened tonight. All right, next up, last up, Vancouver and Winnipeg. There was a team that had something on the line tonight. It was not the Canucks. What are you doing? Well, don't chew. What are you doing? Hi, hello. Where are you going? What are you trying to do? Hi, do you want to be on the other side? Do you want to? Okay. All right, are we good? Are you settled? Okay. Did you want to see what's going on with the camera, or what are you doing? All right. So, Stastny, his 1,000 game ceremony was before the game. I'm much more chill right now than in normal reviews because I don't expect a lot of views for this. Holtby versus Hellebuck was the matchup in this one, and Hellebuck was dialed in early in this one. Perreault fanned on a shot in the first minute. The first 4 minutes favored the Jets. Little did I know the other 56 pretty much would as well. Hellebuck was sharp early when he was tested. Holtby denies Lowry. The Jets would press and they would score. Kyle Connor, if you're in a slump, play the Canucks. He scores from Wheeler and DeMello at 7:48. The Canucks then get a power play. That doesn't score. Jets get a power play of their own. That doesn't score either. Holtby makes some saves. The Canucks kill off that power play. In the last minute, the Canucks get a power play, and things get kind of scrummy at the horn. A little bit of emotion in this. So we go to the second period. Jets finished off the kill, and then it's Wheeler not too long after from Pionk at 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Canucks try to answer. Pearson's shot was stopped. Stastny tips one wide, and then they get another one. It's Scheifele from Wheeler and Ben at 8:33. So for Jordy Ben, first game against his former teammates, or second game against his former teammates, sorry. And he gets a point. So some bragging rights. You might be texting him tonight. I got an assist. How about you? Holtby then stopped a Thompson shot. Horvat had a chance to stop. More Horvat shots were stopped. Horvat played well tonight. Late power play for the Jets. So to start the third period, the Canucks finished killing that off. Hawryluk lost the handle on one as he was trying to go around behind the net. Holtby denies a tip by Kopp. Stanley's chance was stopped. There were long stretches in this game where the Canucks had 0 shots. You could see that the Jets were the team that knew they needed this win, and the Canucks had nothing to play for tonight. And that's not an insult to the Canucks. That's kind of how hockey works late in the season, right? Rathbone had a chance to stop. VC had one as well. And then Wheeler scores from Connor at 10:44. March 13th, 2019, the last time that Blake Wheeler had a 4-point game. And then Appleton would score from Perreault and Forbert at a minute and 10 seconds later at 11:54 to make it 5-0. 4-on-4 after, there was some punchiness going on between these teams. Pretty perfect game by the Jets overall. JT Miller then was denied with 2 minutes left, but there wasn't really any doubt that Hellebuck was going to get the shutout. So he gets the 24th shutout of his career. 4 of his shutouts are against Vancouver. He likes playing Vancouver. 3 stars, Wheeler, Hellebuck, and Connor. With this win, the Jets have clinched third place. You'll notice on the community tab of the channel, I have posted polls on who's going to win the 6 series. We know the other 2 we don't know yet, but we will soon. And so Winnipeg will play the Edmonton Oilers. Toronto will play Montreal. Shots, 11-6 Winnipeg in the first, 11-10 Vancouver in the second, 15-7 Winnipeg in the third. Final shots, 36-24 for Winnipeg. Power plays, both teams go 0 for 2. Block shots, or hits, 22-18 for Winnipeg. Block shots, 14-5 for Vancouver. Holtby, 31 saves on 36 shots. Horvat had 6 shots of his own. And you'll notice the Atlanta Thrashers logo here. Nobody's going to watch this, so I don't get to use the Thrashers logo, and I figured, well, I'm using old logos and stuff. I'll put Thrashers over top of Jets, because sure, why not? Hellebuck, all 24 shots were saved by him for his 24th career shutout, as I said. And Wheeler and Connor, both +4 in this game. So, 2 guys who needed to get out of what was a rough stretch for them, play against Vancouver, rough stretch is over. So there you go. We know all of the matchups now except for the West, as I said, and we'll find those out soon. Let me know your thoughts regarding these games in the comment section below as always. Say goodbye to the people, Dandelion. Say goodbye. I'm working on it. I don't think she's sure about me yet, but we'll get there. All right. Thank you guys so much for all your support. As you can see, cats don't care. That's the important thing. They don't care about the bunny rabbits. Thank you so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.